welcome to episode 40 of the Lightning Round. I'm your host, Lightning.
Wait, 40?
Yes, we're at 40.
I thought we were 41.
No.
But I have one labeled 41.
What?
I have one labeled 40 already.
Well, it's wrong.
Are you sure? Maybe it was something.
Our interview with Evan was 39. That's
yes,
how
it was, but I have something called... I'll have to check that later. Anyways, yes, hello, I'm R.
Well, hold on.
What?
The one that you have 40, that must be the comic chat.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's what I was totally talking about. Yeah, that goes in between here, so that's like, yeah. Is that what we're gonna, like, bring up in, like, a second or something?
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of that, we're going to, this week we have a discussion between me, AR, Duhad, and Lightningrabbit. They join us, and we are going to have a big conversation about the MLP comic series, and our thoughts on the main arc and some of the micro series as well.
You said me, AR.
So that'll be coming up in a little bit. Huh?
You said me, AR.
I said me and AR.
It sound like me, AR.
No, me, AR, Duhad, and Lightning.
Just mention it as one. Yar. Yar. Anyways, we'll go ahead and play that right now before you guys more stupidity rubs off
hold
on
on.
you guys.
A couple announcements.
No announcements.
Yes, I have announcements. Okay.
Fine. Fred, people, run.
We are set with interviews and discussions for all the way through April now. On this coming weekend, our next podcast, we're going to be getting together in a group call with a whole bunch of people. Soundspeed is going to join us again, and we're going to be going over Snowdrop and Double Rainboom and our thoughts on the two videos.
We're not going over the drunk, because we had a drunk blind watching of it. I don't think we'll really count that as our official review of it. Personally.
That wasn't our official review. No, that was just a let's watch. Those aren't really reviews.
Yeah.
We're actually going to review Snowdrop. We're going to review Double Rainboom, and we're going to compare them, debate about which one's better, stuff like that. And we're going to have a whole group conversation to talk about that. So,
which I still have to send you Let's Drunk, so I'll be sure to send that tonight too.
Anyway, after that, we are going to have on the 20th our interview with the director of Journey of the Spark. That's the Brony movie that's going to be coming out
in 12 years.
Yeah, probably not for a while. I think they said something like 2015 was their proposed release date.
I think it'll be late 2015 or January 2016.
We'll be talking to them about that on the 20th.
But that is a huge project. I mean, a movie. It's just like, wow.
Well, I mean, hell, it took a year to do the 20-minute episode.
Actually, it was like 30-minute Double Rainboom.
Well, yeah, Double Rainboom was 30 minutes.
And you were drunk.
So yeah.
That was the one highlight of the whole video, and you know it.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, still. We're talking about the episode itself.
Yes, you are.
Anyway. So, that's going to be on the 20th. Now, following that on the 27th, we're going to have an interview with Jan Animations, or the Ask the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders Tumblr.
Yes, I'm amazed. What did you do? Bribe them? Hold them at gunpoint or something?
No, all I had to do was give them a message on YouTube, and they replied.
Oh. Why is stuff so simple?
Yeah. All you have to do is ask. Amazing, huh?
Ask and you will receive.
Anyway, so that's going to be on the 27th. They've actually got a new series coming out that involves Button Mash.
Yes, I've seen the trailer for that. It was...
Yeah, we're going to be talking to them about
it reminded me of my sister's friend, because she would have kids like that. So I was laughing.
Reminds me of Surefire.
Anyway. Mom, I'm going to go. It's Sunday, Surefire. Go to bed. Oh. Yes, the slap was a needed added sound effect. Right. Should we move on to the comics, or do you have one or two other announcements?
No, I just wanted to make sure that that to tell you that's all the way through April. So the 27th is the last Saturday of the month.
Huzzah!
So, we'll have more in May, obviously, but we'll get to that later. So now let's go ahead and get into our discussion about the MLP comic series.
Wait, what?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of the Lightning Round.
Yes, today we've actually got two very special guests with us for this for this portion
Technically,
of our podcast.
I'm a special guest because I'm pretty special.
No, you're not a special guest because you're always here.
But I'm special.
I'd love to be here more often.
So, with us today we have Duhad.
Hey.
And Lightningrabbit.
Hello.
He's British.
Yes, just in case you couldn't tell.
He's actually Scottish.
I'm actually going to speak in a slightly posher voice than usual, so you can all tell.
You should talk in American accent to fit in.
No.
Yeah.
So, in place of our usual interview, we're going to actually set aside a portion of our podcast today to talk about the MLP comic series and exactly what our thoughts are on how it is. So, why don't we do this in a little bit closer to the Fanatic Fiction portion, the format there. And AR, why don't you go ahead and tell us exactly what the what the main plot of the first arc was?
Well, the first arc of the My Little Pony comic series is 4 comics written by Katie Cook and
Andy Price.
Vincent Price.
Andy Price.
Vincent Price.
Art by Andy Price, sir.
It's Vincent Price, clearly. He's in the skies. He actually didn't die. He went under a new alias. But anyways, so these two went about and made the IDW My Little Pony comics that we all know. They are, in my opinion, really good. But the basic synopsis, what goes on, Queen Quistlewis is back, and she has stolen the CMC. Yes, that is. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyways, yes. Chrysalis has come back. She has stolen the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders in order to have an elaborate type of ploy trap-like thing against Twilight and her friends, because a meteor's coming, and so she wants her vengeance on Twilight.
It's not a meteor; it's a comet.
The difference.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Either way, it's a giant rock falling out of the sky.
It's not a rock. Comets are made of ice.
Yeah, come on, AR.
We're
expected to know these things.
I'm expected to know nothing and like it. Anyways, so basically, yes, this comet's coming from outer space, and it grants magical powers, and then Chrysalis wanted Twilight to join her on the dark side, and then Twilight's like, oh no, I ain't doing that, fool. And so she, beat Chrysalis up in the end, My Little Pony. I used to wonder...
Well, that was the worst description of the comics I've ever heard.
It is. No, okay. Basically,
rather
it's like I said. So Chrysalis steals the CMC in order to lure Twilight and her friends into an elaborate trap that she has been planning because of this meteor thing, so she can get her vengeance on Twilight. And in the end, of course, they come through. That's basic. There you go. How's that? Is that better?
Yes.
It's a bit better, yeah.
Yes, I think you've described it very well.
Right.
Kind of.
That was much better than Fanatic Fiction.
So, and to make it better, is that these comics, I don't know, how long? I mean, how many pages are these comics?
20, 30?
I have it up right now.
20, 30, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, times that by 2.
Why
because
times 2?
Because it's 2 pages
to
34. One thing on
34 pages.
And I'd just like to point out real quick, I do want to actually throw out a little bit of respect to the letterer and colorist from the first arc, which would be Robbie Robinson on letters and Heather Breckel on colors, because both of those elements of the comics are extraordinarily good and deserve a bit of recognition.
Yeah, it was really well done. Because, overall, I think all the opinions coming from here, I don't know about Lightning's, but because on end to end, we gave our opinions, and we absolutely love the comic series.
Yes, and we kind of forgot to credit those two brilliant people, and, we feel really bad about it because they are extraordinarily good at their jobs.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay. All right. So yes. But as I was saying, you got these comics that are about 30 pages each, and there's 4 of them. And now I was thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking about when people write, when the writers write an episode, how they figure out exactly what 20 minutes of content is. How many words is 20 minutes of content? when they make an episode. Because I'm trying to think, this arc, is it? I mean, if they made it into, if they actually did the show, would it be 4 episodes?
It would probably be significantly more. It's been pointed out the fact
more.
that the amount of detail and writing that goes into each one of these books is significantly higher than what you get in the average episode. In fact, it's also significantly higher than we've gotten in in the first book of the new arc, which has a different creative team. Like this first arc had a lot of writing, a lot of very dense dialogue, which worked very well for it.
I mean, this could be, this could be like a season.
Yes, it honestly could. Like it could be a half season of the show if it was really condensed down to a story arc as opposed to a bunch of side adventures.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just want to take one time here. You guys said that the comic show was by Katie Cook and Andy Price. It was actually written by Katie Cook, and all the art was done by Andy Price.
Yeah.
With the comics being done by various people, Katie Cook did some of the comics. Did some of the covers, etc. As I said before, Robbie Robinson did the lettering, and Heather Breichel did the coloring. Both of which are, as I said before, extraordinarily good and shining examples of their art forms.
Yeah,
it's one of the things that you don't really see a lot you don't really notice a lot, but when it's like good editing or good lighting, the best stuff is when you don't even notice it's there. And these guys do a great job of having something that's just really adds an extra level to these comics that will just totally pass over the heads of most readers. So really just solid person team.
Yeah, no, I do love this. It's very good.
Now, one thing I want to mention is that when you have the writers of the show, they're used to writing for these characters. They're used to the personalities these people have. When you're writing a comic as a fan-made, a fan-made project, you need to be able to know what these characters would act like in a certain situation and get their personalities down to a T. And I feel like these people that wrote the story for this comic absolutely knew exactly what each pony would do in certain situations.
Yes. In fact, Andy Price had actually been doing artwork for the series as just fan art before he was tapped to be the artist for the first book. And Katie Cook is a admitted longtime fan of the show, and they did actually have a bit of help from the writers, but they also just really seemed to understand exactly what was on the level. In fact, actually, one of the funnier stories I've kind of heard about this creative team was they're coming back to do the micro series book for Rarity, sort of a single comic dealing with that character, and apparently the first pitch Katie Cook sent in to the MLP writers was rejected, not because it was something that wouldn't happen on the show, but because it was too close to something they were actually planning to do in season 4. And so basically she'd actually managed to come up with an episode independently that was basically exactly what they were going to do on the show. That's just the level that, she kind of understands these characters and the, on the level of the writers, which I think is really great.
That's pretty impressive.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I want to know what that was now, but they haven't told us.
They probably won't tell us until season 4 comes out. But that is actually heartening. It means that we are going to get a Rarity episode, which, hey. But yeah, no, the comics actually do a really interesting thing as well in tying in a lot of, they're very close to the characters' voices from the show, but they also do a really good job of expanding on that. They have a lot of references, a lot of fandom nods, but they also sort of expand the borders of the world, incorporating parts of the country that we haven't seen before. New types of creatures, new environments. We get more of the Diamond Dogs. We get some David Bowie references from the Diamond Dogs, which I love. But we really get to kind of step outside of the comfort zone of the series and explore outwards. Expand the world in a way the show hasn't been able to do as much. And from that, we've also managed to get a lot darker thematic stuff. There's kidnapping, which hasn't really been a major issue, major point in any of the series up to this point, except for the one Diamond Dog episode. They, have some severely violent imagery, implied imagery. They have some very creepy portrayals of villains like Chrysalis and the Changelings.
Chrysalis, and we saw Chrysalis for obviously the season finale of season 2, but this comic portrays her in such a way where she looks vicious and just completely evil.
Yeah, she's scary. She's legitimately.
She is scary.
She kills a man. Literally.
Yeah, she
not
just,
a man, but yeah.
She kills a tiny, fluffy kitten.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was kind of interesting because it actually decided to go into a little bit of the backstory about exactly what happened when they got defeated after the Camelot wedding, and they landed in this country land or whatever that was inhabited by fluffy cat-like creatures that.
Yeah, it was basically they ended up in like the Care Bears country and proceeded to eat them.
And they ate all of them. Well, I mean, ate their happiness.
They sucked out their souls and turned their kingdom into a giant pile of green goo.
Yeah.
It's dark.
And then threw one of them against a wall.
Yeah, so hard it burst. Or something. All you guys are splat and... Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm surprised they went into that, but my god, that's interesting.
That's one of the more iconic scenes in the comic, honestly.
Well, and one thing that was kind of a running joke throughout the entire thing is that obviously Sweetie Apple Bloom, and Scootaloo all get kidnapped in the very beginning of this arc, and throughout the entire time, Chrysalis has to obviously keep them alive because she's holding them ransom at this point in time, and they do a great job of just making the CMC as annoying as possible, and there's so many scenes in the comic where Chrysalis is just like face palming
to the kids.
Because
It is incredibly funny.
I work with kids on a daily basis as part of my job, and I can really kind of understand Chrysalis's feelings in those comics. It's a wonderful moment to kind of allow her to be both incredibly intimidating, but also kind of relatable and funny by having her just being constantly frustrated in her attempts to be generically villainous with the CMC.
If I could read a quote here, which is Scootaloo saying, after Chrysalis is going off on her, tyrannical rant about stuff, Scootaloo says, hey, she's about to start monologuing. I bet she reveals her entire twisted plan, and then there's Chrysalis's face just looking really annoyed.
And then they don't reveal it. It cuts off the whole monologue, and then they don't come back to it for a while. It's great. It's the, I expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
Yeah.
Just turn on its head.
Well, and what's funny is that the CMC seem to be completely just unintimidated, and they continue to talk about, getting their cutie marks throughout the entire comic series. When just things come up, because Chrysalis is watching, Twilight and her friends throughout the entire adventure, very much like the Wizard of Oz.
The Witcher.
Oh yeah.
Which actually they make a reference to at the end, when Scootaloo says something like, "Yeah, she was talking about, I'll get you, Twilight, and your little friends too," or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's actually a panel where she I can't remember which one it is. I'm actually looking at it now, but I found it. Yeah, there's a panel where she's sending her minions off, and you can see the crystal ball with Twilight and her friends in it skipping along side by side, and then the changelings going off into the distance.
They have some great visual references. It'd take all day to go over all of them, though some of my favorite come in as a horror buff. They have a number of really great ones right at the end with, doors opening on scenes from Evil Dead, Phantom of the Opera, It. I think there's actually a Shadow over Innsmouth reference. At least that's how I chose to interpret it. But all these Shining, all these crazy references, all played in very nicely, very funny. And I think we've talked a couple of times in the past, me and Lightning, about how much we don't like it when people just shove references in all willy-nilly. But these were done in a way that really kind of worked to benefit the story and managed to remain funny, without just being mimetic.
Not just being memes shoved in everywhere. No. Yeah, we're not going to get onto that today.
No, please no. But Lightning, what did you think of, what were your, you thinking about the story in general?
Well, story-wise. Sorry, go ahead, Lightning. Lightning.
When it comes to the story, I like to approach it like a fanfic kind of, where, that's what a comic is just a fanfic with pictures. And...
Well, canonical in this case.
Well, yeah, and I guess you could call this kind of like a...
This is apparently canonically supposed to have occurred between seasons 2 and 3.
Well, I suppose it couldn't happen after season 3 because Twilight doesn't have wings. But it's very it's very close to something that's believable. And the story is written so that it's funny. One thing that I like about the show is that you're able to they're able to tell the story, put in the problems and stuff like that, and add the humor when it's necessary. And with these comic series, they're able to have the story. They've got the more of a little bit more mature theme to it, and the comedy that they add to it is done at the right time, and it's not too overwhelming. It's not supposed to be a comedy series, so it's not meant to be funny all the time.
Yeah,
but they do it just enough.
It's an amazingly good balance.
Yeah, it's very, very, very well balanced.
Yeah, creating a really high expectation that both the micro series and the second arc of the mainline comics, which, as I said before, done by a different team, which the original team will come back for the third arc. But it sets a very high bar for everything else that IDW is doing with their comics, but also, really really cements the idea that non-show related materials can be, just as good as the main series. And that even as we wait for the next season of the show, we have some really great things to tide us over until then.
Exactly. I mean, fan content in general, and this comic series also.
Yes.
So
By the way, I'm back. If you haven't noticed,
I absolutely loved it. Yes, we had noticed.
Okay, good. Just making sure you knew.
Story-wise, I absolutely loved the story. Like other Lightning was saying, the whole balance of Lightning the Second. There was a very good blend of humour and comical relief to go with the. Yeah, I'd say it was slightly more mature, especially the slamming of the creature into the wall. It was definitely a more mature kind of audience that they were targeting with this, I'd say.
Obviously the fans.
But it had, but so that it wasn't too dark, there was still comical relief in just the right quantity to make it funny as well.
Yeah.
And, it genuinely does make you laugh in some parts, which is very good.
I could show this to my younger cousins and not feel like a bad adult for exposing them to it, while also being able to enjoy it on my own as a totally unironic read.
Yeah. Also, artistically speaking, because that's
I
kind of what
love
I do.
The art style to this comic
series.
series.
The art style is absolutely amazing. It's got that kind of quirkiness to it, which I expect from the show as well. It's really, really good.
And the thing is, it has that old comic sort of feel with the way it's drawn. I mean, it doesn't have little circles everywhere, but it has that kind of old artistic look to it.
Well, and the art itself, I mean, just speaks volumes because obviously there's dialogue in it that you're able to look at and understand. But when you have a comic like this, there was just art that made me laugh at certain points. Especially, I was just recently, I read the last one today, and when they're walking through the castle at the very beginning, they just got into the castle, and they're all looking around. Applejack's face at one point in time just made me laugh because they're all looking around at the green goop, and she's just got her mouth hanging open and her tongue hanging out, and it's just
it's
just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, one of the highlights for me is the facial expressions in this series. They are brilliantly comical and capturing a lot of the character's personality from the show. They did a brilliant job with the faces.
Well, and the faces, one thing I really liked is that the facial expressions that they use in the comic are not things you see in the show. I mean,
they're over-exaggerated.
They are over-exaggerated,
but you still love
it. At the same time, I would like to see some of these facial expressions in the show.
They didn't feel constrained to just do what the show had done in order to stay faithful to the show, and it pays off in a big way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the facial expressions, going off of that again, is one thing that made.
I'm so glad I took my headphones off for that.
Chrysalis such a
terrifying.
Looks so evil.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I was going to come up on just now. Was artistically again the faces that Chrysalis pulls in particular.
Creepy.
She goes
menacing.
from incredibly evil and menacing to very comical faces when she's being annoyed by the CMC and when she's happy about stuff, etc. And it's really like that shows off the facial expressions I think the most.
The art for this series, it's just so brilliant because the art style, it's so fitting actually when you think about the art style, because if you did the kind of facial expression they did with the show style of art, if they did in the art style of the show, it would look a bit odd, I think, compared to them doing it in this particular art style.
Which actually, I think, I know we're kind of sort of taking it off track a little bit, but I've been reading the Micro series, and one of the main criticism I had of the first Micro series book, the Twilight one, was that the artists tried a little too hard to follow the show's example in terms of lines and artistic style. And it ends up coming off a lot more bland. It comes out as much more bland than the mainline books, which use heavy use of inking and, expressions and characteristics that are not from the show. That are very,
it's more original in that aspect.
Yes, which worked better, than trying to stay too close to the original series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to ask you guys about is when it comes to the end of the comic series and the resolution where Twilight pretty much
one-shots Chrysalis.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, during the show, when they have a villain like this, like Chrysalis or Discord or Nightmare Moon, and the resolution of those certain ones, how would this measure up as when you compare it to the others as a solution?
Actually, that is a very good question in the respect that, particularly with Chrysalis in the show, she was kind of countered just as easily, if not easier.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. 'Cause,
with Shining Armor and Cadence. And
I mean, she was definitely one of the most she was one of the villains where it seemed the most dire a situation for them to get out of. But she was one of the most easily countered. It was just
because her goal,
massive explosion of love.
Yeah, because that's what they feed off of, love. They lost to love.
Yes. But the point is, it's still somewhat anticlimactic. It was a little anticlimactic to have such a like huge threat taken care of with something that was kind of a hand wave. Like the elements of harmony were built up a lot all throughout the two-parter episode, and then when it came to the power of love, it's just sort of like, oh, last minute, by the way, we can do this.
Yeah.
Which I thought the comics actually did a bit of a better job. Like, it was a little bit disappointing to see Twilight handle the problem all on her own, but the kind of Vader/Luke dynamic of the Chrysalis and Twilight fighting and her friends being in danger and all that setup and stuff, it was actually, I thought that was a really good setup. And while the final 1-2 punch was a little bit underwhelming, the build up to it was more than good enough that it
was fine.
Was
you were satisfied with it.
Climax.
It was good enough.
Yeah.
I have to say that this is, if I saw it in the show, the way the artwork was done and the way that it all went about, the way it did, this is probably the most epic scene I would have ever. You got Twilight going all God mode, and there's one specific panel where she's just glowing with this white light, and then she's able to just release it upon everyone.
Release it upon.
And the funny thing about it is that there's even in this epic scene, they still have comedy because Twilight unleashes this blast and Rainbow Dash goes, "Everybody duck," and Fluttershy says, "There are ducks here?
There are ducks here? Oh no!"
Yeah, it was really great.
The end part 2 where Twilight were like, "Is she okay? Let me check." Ow! She's fine.
Oh lordy. Actually, speaking about the end, one thing I absolutely adored about the end, and
Spike
comments a little bit past yeah, they wrap up the situation with
where was Princess Celestia?
Chrysalis, and it's like, where was Princess Celestia? Where was Spike during all this? And the answer is, like when the giant comet, which creates its horrible havoc, passes overhead, it's not just one villain who tries to take advantage of it. There's been like all sorts of craziness happening.
There was a giant marshmallow in Manhattan.
Yes, there's a Ghostbuster reference in Manhattan. There's like all this horrible things going down all over the place.
Celestia and Spike were fighting giant mutant cockatrices and Canterlot.
Yes. And, Spike has like the eye patch and the trident, and we actually end up getting an epilogue comic by Katie Cook that actually shows what they were up to during the whole thing, and Spike ends up being kind of like the hero of Canterlot. It's great. It's it's
they did something that the show never did, which was actually explain where they were this whole time.
Yeah, once again, where was Celestia in a lot of the incidences?
When I like Celestia coming in at the end, she's just got she's all banged.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you first see her, you're like, wait, what the hell happened?
Yeah, apparently, she looks like she's gone to hell.
Yeah, her man's all a mess. I like the artwork they did with Celestia because, to tell you the truth, Celestia's just the way that they did her art, she looks a lot different than she ever does in the show.
Yeah, but
yeah, she does.
But once again, it's all like our opinions on the art style because it captures such a different feel than the show's art style does.
Yes, actually, also sorry on the where is everyone? I also like the fact that while she never appeared in the story proper, Luna gets a last little cameo nod with the.
She had a map and was lost.
Yeah, well drawn as well. Just going to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate that.
Yes.
So,
is that about it, Lightning? Or
yeah, let's everyone go through overall opinions and scores out of 10 for what you think about the series.
Duhad first because he has an explanation for his scoring system.
Okay, my scoring system, just to let people who don't know, is pretty simple. A 5 is totally average. A 1 is horrible. A 10 is so far beyond what is just generally considered good that it actually allows me to just totally change my opinion of something. This comic, I absolutely adored. When I first heard about it, I wasn't even going to pick it up until I realized that Katie Cook, the writer, is actually from Maine and would be doing a signing for the first issue at a local comic shop that I knew. So I went down and picked up the comic and ended up getting her autograph and picture on the first issue, and that encouraged me to actually start reading it, which totally blew my mind on how good it was, and totally sold me on the idea of buying comics, which I had never even considered doing before. Having said that, while it is absolutely spectacularly good, and while I absolutely just get all excited, every time a new comic was coming out, I got all excited. It didn't quite hit the level that a 10 does for me, but damn if it wasn't close. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 easy.
Lightning, your turn? Or the first?
Right. Okay, right. Yeah, I'd say if I were to use the same scoring system except slightly modified for myself, I've never picked up many comics before, not proper comics like this. And I have to say, the storyline was just amazing anyway. The whole characterization of it, the fact that they were so close to, show accurate in their personalities, etc., and the art style being what it was, I'd probably give it 9.5, 10, because obviously there are things
all
that
three of them
done in everything, but yeah, well, somewhere in that range, because while I always say there's room for improvement in everything, I'd be hard-pressed to find something that needed improving on in this, especially with the team that they had doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of considering moving mine up to a 10 as well. God damn if I can't think of anything that I'd like to see.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that needs changing, so I'll probably give it a 9.5/10.
Yeah. Okay. Cabral?
Yes, personally for me, I think I've expressed this before. I love the artwork. I love the story. I don't know if I expressed that much because I was gone most of the time. Had to go help my uncle fix up his truck. Anyways, but yes, the art style once again amazing. The story, I love stories is what drives me to be inspired and just enjoy. Personally, I'm a writer. I like that kind of stuff. But the story itself, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was dark. I love dark stories despite my weird personality. And it wasn't necessarily dark, creepy dark. It was just dark kind of feel to it compared to a normal My Little Pony episode, because that's what I'm just comparing it to. Because normally, My Little Pony doesn't really have dark episodes. Probably the darkest one was the Royal Wedding, and that was about it. Maybe the first one, too. Anyways, first and third season. Anyways, absolutely loved it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, because whereas 10 is perfect, everything is perfect. Of course, I don't normally settle things for 10 because it sounds too high esteem. This is the best story in the world. Because I love it, but I don't know. It's still not the most amazing thing ever. Because I do love it, but it's just that's about it.
And as for me, when it comes to comics, I was born a little bit late for the whole comic craze when it was really big, and so I never was really all that big into comics, and so this specific series, I was never really looking. I never really looked into it to really take a look at it. I did want to read them as soon as people started talking about it, and I finally got up the time to take a look at it, and it is extremely enjoyable, and I can't think of any other kind of
faults. Faults.
Comics.
I can't think of any faults that it has besides the possible, the possible
cliche
ending. Where they could have done a little bit more with that, and I can't see myself giving it any lower than a 9.5 out of 10.
Fair enough.
And we can definitely look forward to the second arc. Obviously, number 5 is already out. That's the beginning of the new arc. I'm looking forward to reading that, and you can bet that we'll be doing this again when the second arc finishes, and we'll take a look at that one when that time comes.
Yes.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
I'm not.
So
yeah, I am.
go ahead and everyone just say goodbye.
No.
It's been a pleasure to talk. It's been a pleasure to talk to all of you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
I will say goodbye then. Goodbye from Lightningrabbit 010K.
As he runs away. Go scamper off to bed. Scamper.
See you
It's
next time.
12:30.
Can I?
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Sorry.
Say goodbye, Lightning.
40 minutes.
End us off.
actually.
2.0.
Bye.
All right. This has been the lightning round, and we'll move on now to the rest of the podcast.
Yay.
All right. And now we're back to the main portion of the podcast.
The flute thing is new, yeah. So whenever we go into something, it'll be like, and then when we come back from it, it'll be like. So it's a new thing we're adding to this. We're trying to go more eco-friendly because we can't use like metal stuff instead of wooden recorders. So this is our way of going eco-friendly. Is using air power in a wooden recorder.
Right. No one knows what a recorder is anymore, AR. But anyway.
Wait, what? How did they... Okay, the recorder is something you grew up with in America. If you have not played the recorder, God bless you because you were lucky.
I played the recorder in 5th grade. It was like 5th grade.
You were in... If you took a music class in any kind of elementary standing, you played the recorder. That was your instrument. People on the street, oh, what'd you play, son? The recorder. Oh, and then they run away.
Now people play their electric keyboards and
I have an electric guitar right next to me. Oh, wait, we're going eco-friendly. We can't use that. It's made of wood. That is not eco-friendly.
No, it's not.
My electric guitar is made of wood.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen an electric guitar made of wood.
Yeah, the entire thing is made of wood except a few components. Quite literally, it's a 1981 custom electric Ibanez is what I have. Anyways, no, you'd be surprised. I have another electric guitar body in my closet. It is wooden. The guitars are made from wood. But nowadays, like you said, more common electric guitars won't be really made from wood anymore. But mine is 100%. I don't know what kind of wood it is. I'm going with like jungle wood, like Minecraft or something. Righto. Anyways, we have some interesting stuff to actually go over this week for the Equestria Daily stuff and, news and ponies. I gotta put this recorder down. I keep wanting to play it. Stop it.
So, first thing is the couple announcements they have for Everfree Northwest. They've put up some deadlines.
Yes.
First of all, the last day to submit an event or panel to the con is April 15th.
Or you're screwed.
Yeah, we're recording this right now. Currently, it's April 12th. So you probably won't even hear this recording until after Aprul 15th.
Yeah, so either way, if we're the ones where you get all the information from, you're like, oh, I hope they go over the deadline, because I really... we're so sorry. You kind of got doomed. You were doomed from the start.
Well, even EQD only brought this out today, so I'm like...
yeah, but then again, when did Everfree Northwest actually bring it out themselves?
Well, I don't know. Anyway.
I'm glad I'm not going there.
The last day to submit stories, artwork, or advertising for their con book is May 5th. Sunday, May 5th.
I should make art for a convention. Should I do that if Fiesta Equestria make some art?
Well, if Fiesta Equestria is taking art...
I can take art to No. I can take art to Fiesta Equestria. They don't need to take it. I can take it.
Oh, you mean like sell it or something?
Maybe.
If you want a table, you're gonna need to get that soon because But I mean, you need like a lot of art.
We still have a few months.
Yeah, but I mean, you need a lot of art.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, and that's not going to happen. I'll just sell originals. There. The ones that no one's ever heard of. And if you've heard of Cabral 95, you can buy some autographed originals that he's drawn. Is that a stick?
Oh, by the
no,
way,
that's a dog.
By the way, for everyone listening, come and visit us at Fiesta Equestria. We're going to be there.
Please don't. I know. That's my only response. Anyways.
So moving on, the last day to book your hotel room at the Hilton for the special convention rate is going to be June 3rd, Monday, June 3rd.
This is for, wait, which convention is this?
Everfree Northwest.
Good. You need to make that clear to the one person who's going to Everfree Northwest who can't go now because this is too late. So if you're still listening to this, I don't know what's wrong with you. Unless they're just too, broken up and they can't turn off YouTube. I'm sorry.
The last day to get your badge at the pre-registration rate is June 15th. But then again, pre-registration you get $5 off. They're going to be selling badges at the door for an additional $5. I mean, it's $5.
You could probably find 500 pennies on your way to the Northwest, anyways. because pennies are probably because pennies are probably the most what is it? It's what is it? Convenient thing. Because one time my dad's because we had to pay for something and he was missing. He was short 1 penny and no one had a penny. I'm like, wait, I'll look on the ground. 3 seconds later, I found one. It was in a store too. I'm like, why didn't the store pick this up?
Yeah. Well, pennies. No one cares about pennies.
I care about pennies. They have Abraham
They're
Lincoln
underrated.
That's true. And they changed it from the log cabin to the stupid what is that? The 5 shield thingy now?
I don't know.
Either way, all I know is that for a while my last name was actually on American bills for money, for dollar bills. Any dollar bills, my last name was actually on it. You can still find them. Just look for Cabral on the dollar bills where it says the treasurer, because I may or may not be related to her. Well, old treasurer.
Interesting.
Yes. So my last name was on dollar bills. I am literally owning most of the bills in the U.S. right now. Because my last name.
And by the way, Everfree Northwest is also taking applications for volunteering to be on their staff.
I should go. I should be an MC.
I don't know if you can apply for an MC. That's usually who's ever covering. So
yeah, that's true. See,
that's final draft.
Yeah.
Final draft will be an MC, and I don't know. They might have voice actors. It was kind of funny that they had no. It was why am I blanking on the name? Big Mac.
Oh, Peter Newman.
Yeah, Peter New. Yeah, Peter New actually did.
Peter New. Where is it, Newman? Sorry, that was the.
Peter New was MC for the writers panel, I think.
Yeah.
For Brewing
yeah, he
Time.
was. I remember
during the
that.
fire. During the fire.
Yes.
So,
you know what? Delta and I should be MCs at Fiesta Equestria.
Oh God.
Would you? No. That would that be entertaining or not?
Well, you get off topic.
Your point?
They are there to see the panel, not you and Delta in your awkward situations.
Maybe. I'm sure we can be on task well enough, especially with him there saying, we're here doing something. I'm like, we are? Anyways, I could just go and do a comedy act, too. Anyway.
Never done. That's all the deadlines that they had up for that. But,
yeah. Actually, if you guys recall, there was something very interesting coming out. If you were paying attention for, I think, a couple weeks now, at least it started getting a bit more hype, was the books that the I guess, FIM team is releasing. Is it the FIM team? Who is it? Who's releasing these books?
Who is actually releasing it. I don't know if it says. Yeah, they talked a little bit about this guidebook that's supposed to be coming out. It's a whole 256 pages.
I can read that in a night.
Yeah,
a fortnight.
What is it's called? It's called The Elements of Harmony, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, the official guidebook.
Yeah, and actually, there's another book which is just the Elements of Harmony. They get rid of the bottom half of this. The Elements of Harmony, beautiful stylings all on top of it. It comes out around June 10th, that one, and I really want to get that one because it looks more like an officially old kind of looking book. I hope it's like embroidered.
Well, it looks like the book from the show, right?
Yeah, that's what it is, and I really want to know what it is because this one's the official guidebook, so it's probably going over the races, the cities, the societies, stuff like that, which is pretty neat if you're into like fan fiction writing and just want to say like canonize and be weird. But there's also the Elements of Harmony one, which I really want to know what that one is. Is that more like a history sort of thing, or is that just covering the adventures of Twilight and her friends and revisiting it sort of thing in a book kind of form, which would be very interesting.
Or is it the actual book from the show, which means it would have...
They don't even know what's in the book from the show. They just said, let's throw this page in there. Does this fit? Yep.
They can make it up.
Yeah, they can make it up. They have that right. They can make stuff up, and it will be canon is the thing.
Yeah, I know.
See, they can get away with that. I can't. I could say, Trixie dies. No, it's not going to happen. They can say Trixie dies, and it'll happen. Maybe. I don't think it'll pass Hasbro regulations. But
one thing that I find kind of funny is that this book, this official guidebook, they're saying that they bumped the age recommendation up to 12.
What?
Which is...
PG-13.
Yeah,
they have one swear word in there.
I don't but,
there's a graphic image of a manticore eating a bunny. That was not the transition. Put down the recorder! I threw it on the ground.
That's not good. I threw it on the ground.
It's literally a piece of bamboo with some wax in it. It is a wooden recorder from Honduras with some carving on it, which is pretty cool looking. Anyways, I also have a machete from Honduras, which I should probably find at some point because I don't want to accidentally find it and hurt myself. Anyways,
you would hurt yourself.
I would, yeah. And actually, it was like the carving of a face on it too. It was pretty cool looking. But anyways, I should find that at some point. Anyways, we were talking about the books and something else.
Right. Well, it's on sale right now. Apparently, it got a sale price of $10.96 when it's $17 regularly. It comes out June 4th. So
yeah, so be on the lookout for that if you enjoy books. I know I do. I still need to finish a bunch of my books. That's how much I love them. I haven't finished them yet.
Books. Oh my God, books.
Oh, I love the
Dear
books.
Princess Celestia, I'm so alone.
Yeah.
I love that comic.
Yeah. There's a lot of... I love the Twilight Fork books. Those are probably some of my favorite ones. I love the one there's a giant book house. I'll send this picture to you so you can put it in here. I'll write down the time for it as well. So, but anyways, so this picture though, when looking at it, I just love it because it's Twilight in a book house, and then she's just creepily looking at you from like the window or the doorway from Lesson 0. But yeah, we'll put the image up for you because it's hilarious. Anyways. There's actually a poll recently too. I don't know how many of you guys pay attention to that to Equestria Daily, but yeah, they were going over like what is your favorite event in all of Equestrianess.
Yeah, I know that I voted for Nightmare Night. What about you?
Jerk! I voted for the Great Dragon Migration, and then I voted for the Equestrian Games because I couldn't make up my mind. Anyway, I lost. Because no one likes games, because it requires work. No one likes work anymore in this world, except for the Africans, because they actually still do stuff like that. And then there's also the Great Dragon Migration. Since dragons don't exist, everyone's like, oh, they don't exist, because it can't happen. So my favorite one's Nightmare Night, because it's, like, totally close to Halloween, dude. And I can, like, so dress up as a pony.
Well, no, it was because of Luna.
Shut up.
It was that's why it won.
I liked my reason better.
Winter wrap up did get second.
I don't get why.
I mean, well, yeah, that's a lot of work. Hell.
Yeah, again, work. The whole work thing. No one does work anymore. Is my voice deeper?
You know what? I work. I worked earlier today.
I don't work, and I still get... Actually, I finally started getting allowance again. I was a bit surprised. I'm like, I'm getting allowance now? What is this? Because all of a sudden, my parents got money. I'm like, where did they get this from? I think they stole it. Anyways, embezzling drugs.
Anyway,
I know my parents.
DronyCon announces Lee Tokar.
That is good for them. There's actually...
Lee Tokar, everyone loves... I mean, Lee Tokar has such a fun personality.
Yeah, he does. And everyone loves his mustache and his orange mane.
Mustache.
My mustache!
Well, here's the thing. When you're talking about Stephen Magnet,
he needs a reappearance.
If he shows up in season 4, I would not be surprised if he shows up in season 4.
He needs to show up in season 4.
Would no doubt love to do that voice again.
Oh, I bet he would. I don't think the parents would like it. They would think it's no, you can't show the kids that. The parents won't allow it.
Come on. No one cares about what he did in episode 2, and so I think they'd be fine with it.
I don't think they would be. Anyways, yeah, so he's gonna be at BronyCon if you guys are all going.
But you can have a flamboyant dragon though.
Yes, that is true. I guess he's actually a sea serpent. But yeah, so those of you going to BronyCon, be sure to look out for him, stalk him, tackle him, and get his autograph for about $5.
So here's an interesting question for you: if the fandom didn't exist, would you still watch the show?
I probably would, and I definitely would, because when I first started getting to this fandom, I don't want to give the whole story, but basically I started watching it because someone said, you should really check this out. I'm like, no, that looks stupid. He's like, no, but dude, you should totally check this out. I'm like, fine. So I went and watched episode 1.
Did Shining Armor tell you to watch the show?
Why, totally! And I basically went and watched it, and, of course I enjoyed it. But anyways, I started sharing it with friends, and since they started watching it, I kept watching it. I watched it with my family, my sister, my friends, and I would still keep watching it. I might not be as motivated to watch it, personally, but I would still watch it regardless of the fandom existing or not. The fandom is more like a little... I don't want to say pimple because that is a terrible analogy. It's kind of like one of those. It's kind of like one of those. It's kind of like one of those stores like Target where they have like a pizza shop inside or a Starbucks. You're like, oh my gosh, because you have the show itself, and then you have the add-ons to it.
I don't know. I think the fandom is a little bit bigger than that.
It is, but honestly, it's the way I'm comparing it. For me, at least, this is how it is for me. The show is the store, the fandom is the coffee shop, and the pizza place, which I spend most of my time doing when I'm not playing tag in Target.
That's a good way to get kicked out of Target.
No. You speed walk, and you don't get kicked out. I live in a smaller town, so I can actually get away with it. Ish.
I need to read that book again. There was a book about 100 ways to get kicked out of Walmart.
Well, okay, first off, Walmart itself, you should want to kick yourself out of Walmart if you're going there for shopping. I mean, at night, you have, Chewbacca mopping the floors at night. And then some of the aisles are just, oh my gosh, some of them scare me. Have you seen the people that shop at Walmart, excluding yourself?
Here's the thing. I don't usually shop at Walmart.
Usually.
However, when I get out of work at midnight, 1 o'clock, Target is not open, but Walmart is. Okay?
I know. But that's...
So,
yeah, I get you there, but...
midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, my suggestion for you is then get better hours. But another thing, actually, it's very interesting. Okay, so we can lead off of this tangent right after this. But there's a Walmart worker in my town who only shops at Target. So every time, we were over at Target, and we see him wearing his Walmart uniform because he just got off of work and he's shopping at Target. It's pretty funny.
My friend used to work at Walmart. It said it sucked his soul out.
Of course, it's Walmart.
So, anyway, moving on. We have a video for you all to watch.
We do?
I thought it was kind of interesting. Yes.
Should I timestamp it? Do you even know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means.
Good.
If you want to. I mean,
well, yeah, at least I'll know where to put it in. So.
But anyway, Wonderbolt Academy was obviously a really good episode. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It had ponies in it.
Someone went and made a cinematic trailer for it. I think they did a really great job. It actually looks like a professional trailer was done for the episode.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these. But anyways, yeah, we'll show that to you real quick, and then we'll comment about it.
Well, looky what we got here. Bet y'all think you're Wonderbolt material, don't ya? Yes, ma'am! Think you got what it takes to be an elite flyer? Yes, ma'am! You look like you're the worst flyer in the whole academy. You'll probably quit after the first day. No, ma'am. I'd never quit, ma'am. Name's Lightning Dust. Rainbow Dash. Not bad. For a couple of newbies. The Wonderbolts are the fastest, best precision flyers in the world. You made it look so easy. I make everything look easy. They made us a team. Isn't that awesome? I had the best time on the Digitron, and you made me a wing pony. I think I should be lead pony, ma'am. And I think Lightning Dust likes to push herself a little harder than you do. We should slow down. That's why I made her lead pony. Ow! Got it? Yes, ma'am. Don't worry about winning. It's not a race. Next time, maybe we don't cut the other teams off like that. Hey, you snooze, you lose. It's not our fault we're so much better than those other guys. Not every pony is destined to become a Wonderbolt. Only the best of the best, right? Follow my lead. I want to push my limits. There's a big difference between pushing yourself as hard as you can and just being reckless. And if being reckless is what gets rewarded around here, I can't control it! If that's what it means to be a Wonderbolt, then I don't want any part of it.
So, I thought that was pretty good.
Yes, it was wrong tune. There we go. All right, we're back. Anyways, yes, I thought it was very well done, and so actually, yeah. Crap, I lost my train of thought.
It's funny because it's been a while since I've seen the episode, so I completely forgot what Lightning Dust and Spitfire sounded like.
You forgot what Spitfire's your favorite character, and you forgot what she sounded like?
Well,
she is your favorite character, and you forgot what she sounded like. I'll take his silence as yes.
I know what the Swedish version.
The Swedish one. Oh, all right then. He watches the Swedish dub. Anyways, yeah, she does sound amazing. But anyways, yes, the theatrical trailer was very well done. I've always enjoyed these. Who is it? I think it's the Linker I watched. He does a lot of these as well. And he does some really good PVs also. But these are enjoyable. And actually, I'm really tempted to show these to my non-Brony friends to see what they think of the episode. Because honestly, they display the episode really well in this for Wonderbolt Academy. And I want to know what my friends would think about them, non-Brony friends, and see, well, basically, how they would like it. Because it's something that it will draw your attention. They cover the plot in there. They cover some of the drama. And they give the basic story and makes you want to wonder, well, how did this story happen, basically, is what it does. Very well done theatrical trailer. Move.
Yeah.
That's just all.
So,
I'm not going to rate it.
Rarity Microcomic is coming up
She's a hippie.
April 15th. April 15th is 25th is the release date for this, which means that the Rainbow Dash one will go down in price when this one comes out.
Yes, it will.
Because that's how I just figure I will wait until they go down in price and then I will buy them.
Cheapskate.
So I will. Yes. So I will be buying the Rainbow Dash one at this time.
Yeah, I actually like this cover here of Rarity. I was watching Dexter's Laboratory and a bunch of other Cartoon Network shows are now on Netflix. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because, I mean, they got Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls.
It's amazing. Cause
yeah.
I've been watching Robot Chicken and Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, they put those. Oh, I need to watch Johnny Bravo. That's on there too. But yeah, I've been watching Dexter's Lab. The hippie one of Rarity for the micro comic looks just like Mandark's mother. To me. Anyways, yeah, I mean, but then again, was there like a hippie stage in Equestria? Like, was Rarity a part of it? Maybe they'll answer that in this comic. So be sure to definitely go and check this out because the comic series.
Well, now hold on a second. The only problem I have with that is just that she's probably not that old.
How do you know?
Well, I don't.
See, exactly, you don't.
It's not canon.
They could or couldn't. They can or can't be. I mean, literally, the hippie stage could have been like 5 years ago. It could have been a fad and then died out 4 years later. I mean, it could have been one of those things where it just comes up and dies. Kind of like, I don't remember. There was something I was going to reference that was really good, but can't remember. It's just like, boom, oh my gosh, and where did it go? Kind of like Smash Mouth, where they just came out of nowhere, blew everyone away, and then disappeared off the face of the earth.
And then died.
And literally, I mean, what was the last thing you heard of Smash Mouth?
Started making fun of it.
The only thing I recollect of Smash Mouth was Rat Race and Shrek. And then they disappeared off the face of the earth. I suppose he's not up to date in times, people. Maybe one of you guys who happens to be 30 minutes into this knows where we can find them. Well, not find them. I mean, I'm not going to go like to their house and find them. I mean, no. Tell us what happened to them. Cause I'm honestly curious. I don't know what really happened to them. Then again, I could just Google it, but I want to know your response. There's more fun in that. Anyways, right. There's more blind bags coming out too, actually.
Yeah, that's the one thing I never really got into. I do have one blind bag.
I have Applejack. She's standing right there next to Polar, my race car, Monster, and Steve.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some more blind bags. I just never found the time.
Don't look at me like that, Steve. Sorry, I'm talking Steve. Steve is my stuffed animal turtle. He's sitting on top of my television next to Applejack and my Polar Bear, my race car, and Monster cans.
I have Spitfire with me right now.
And there's a Pikachu there, too. Hi, Pikachu.
Spitfire is always with me, though.
Yeah, she probably is.
Yeah.
Do you take her to work?
No.
Do you take her to the bathroom?
When at home, well, no. Don't really either. But when I'm, like, I'm always, she always plays video games with me, so.
When I'm all alone, she's only there beside me. My problems have all gone. Anyways, that is a massive Pinkie Pie. I don't know if we should show you this picture, but maybe we'll put a link in the description or something. But so right here, there is a giant Pinkie Pie plushie the size of a grown Asian. I don't know her height. Asians tend to be. Yeah, okay, that was a bit racist. That was a bit racist.
I had I saw a giant vinyl scrap.
Yeah, I've seen a giant Skewaloo. Someone took that to BronyCon.
When I was at Midwestria, they had that Midwestria.
That's still a dumb name, Midwestria.
Hey, you know what? It was still a good convention.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a bad convention. I just made fun of the name.
Oh. But anyway, we got a lot of convention information here as well. There's a big post. BronyCon.
Because Canadians can't spell still.
BronyCon is obviously the Canadian convention that's being held August 24th and 25th, and they have opened up registration.
Good for them. I expect a full audience.
It's weird. Okay.
Well,
here's what's really weird. They have early bird passes for the weekend, $50 for the first 50 people that register. I'm like...
Well, no. The thing is with Canada, there are so few of them, they can actually do that and get away with it.
I don't think... There's a lot of people that live in Canada. There's probably just as many people that live in Canada.
Well, actually, the people who live in Canada, a lot of them are U.S. citizens because literally they live right next to the border. Because what happens is when you're in America, you hop the border to Canada and get your prescriptions there. Then you come back home. So most of the people in Canada right now are just Americans getting cheap prescriptions.
I live about an hour from the border. But
you should go there and get me some Canadian snow. I hear it's actually different.
Canadian snow.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, in other news, it snowed today in Grand Forks. Yes.
In the weather department.
April 12th, and it snowed today. Oh my God.
It was 90 degrees yesterday for me. It's April.
I want summer to come.
It is spring in the Central Valley, California. We don't get 90 degrees until the summer. And I was like, what is this? Also, we got 20 to 30 mile an hour winds 2 days in a row at the beginning of this week. I'm like, the hell?
That's like normal here.
Not normal over here. We don't get winds over 10 miles an hour in my town.
Yeah, we always get wind that's like...
Well, because you're near Canada. Canada's the windiest place in the world.
Well, first of all, no, it's not. We are not in the Guinness Book of World Records.
You're not in Canada. You're a subdivision of Canada.
I'm not in Canada. No, I'm not.
You are a subdivision of Canada. No one lives in North Dakota.
Doesn't matter. It's still part of the U.S. Anyway.
We're thinking about converting it into a giant state penitentiary. Finally put North Dakota to some use.
2013 is being held June 14th through the 16th, 2013, at the Sheraton Columbus Hotel at the Capitol Square.
You repeated 2013. It just sounded kind of funny. You're like, TruckCon 2013 will be June 14th to 16th, 2013.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, I'm just reading it.
I know you are. I'm just giving you a hard time because I'm a jerk.
Anyway, those who have a sponsor badge, if you chalked up the money to get a sponsor badge, you will be available to go to the VIP dinner that is going to be... You're going to dine alongside Lee Togar, Heather Breckel, Summer Hayes, and many other guests from the fandom.
Yes.
And there are still some sponsor badges left, but there's only a limited number of them, and they're going fast. So if you want to have a special VIP dinner with Lee Togar and other members of the FIM community.
Yes, and it will be in Columbus, Ohio. Columbus is in Ohio.
No. Sheraton Columbus Hotel at Capitol Square.
Yeah, I know.
Is that in Washington, D.C.?
Wait, what? Capitol Square? It says June 14th to 16th, Columbus, Ohio.
Where is it?
Right above the website links.
Oh, okay, so it's in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, Capitol Square, that's that's in Ohio. That's in Columbus.
Yeah, Capitol Square would be...
He's thinking of the Capitol building.
Yes.
Because those are... He easily mixes those up.
Well...
I mean, buildings are square. Anyways, after that brief moment of silence, the
Grand Brony Gala.
Gala main press release. Is this a convention in Florida, in Riverview, Florida, yes. June 29th, 2013?
Yes, it's actually going to be Riverview, Florida, close to Tampa.
Oh, they have a long description. Do we have to read all of this?
No, I'm just
good, because we're not even in Florida or near it.
Mytho is. He can go to it.
Yeah, but it's Mytho. He can go anywhere if he so chooses.
Hotel rooms at only $89 a night. $89 a night is not a great price, but I guess it's pretty good.
It depends on the hotel. What's the hotel they're staying at? Is it a regular hotel, or is it like some place like high and fancy?
It's a Hilton.
Oh, that's the $89 a night at the Hilton. That's a good price. Hilton's expensive.
Well.
Yes, Hilton is a very high-end expensive hotel.
There will be representatives there from My Little Investigations. That's pretty cool.
They're actually still doing stuff?
Well, they're still coming out with their game.
Yeah, but I mean, they just, I don't know. We haven't, heard from them. Their submarine went...
how long has it been since I had my interview with them? It's been...
months.
It was summer. That's right. I actually remember.
It's almost been a year since you interviewed them.
No, it was summer. So, I mean, it's been 9 months.
It's almost been a year since you interviewed them.
It's well over a year. Sorry, it's well under a year because it was August.
Yes, but it's almost.
Oh no,
a year.
Yeah, August.
By the way, it's 4 months away.
July.
August is 4 months away. It's soon. Anyway.
There's also going to be lots of stuff for Fiesta Equestria. This actually concerns us because we actually
I changed my mind. I'm not going anymore. They have a singing cadence.
That's Britt McKillop. Britt McKillop or Michelle Krieber are or both are going to be performing at the Friday night Hey Ocean concert.
Ah, that's right. Yes, they're having Hey Ocean appear at Fiesta Equestria for those of you who enjoy the band. I haven't heard much of their music personally. Their Kickstarter looks like it's actually taking off very well. So that is really good news for that. If you support it, you should already have enrolled in survey and email box. That is awesome. I didn't support them because I didn't have cash until the other day, I think. Anyways.
And We Love Fine is also going to be coming to Fiesta Equestria.
Wait, like the whole staff of We Love Fine, or like 2 people from We Love Fine?
We Love Fine will have a vendor table there.
Ensuring that everything is bigger in Texas is 1845. Brilliant.
And, it's funny because We Love Fine, I do not have a Brony shirt yet.
Yes, you do.
And
I gave it to you.
Yeah, but that one doesn't say anything about being a Brony. It just says Huzzah Act.
Yes, it does. You're right.
So
the muffin.
Well, yeah. So I mean, it's not really a Brony shirt. And I would really like to get one.
I need to update that design.
And if We Love Fine actually is going to be there, that would be a good opportunity for me to do that.
Probably would. At any rate, yeah. So Fiesta Equestria is going to be awesome. Go there. There's a new deadline also. Let's see. So many awesome submissions are summer's contests. Okay, so they're having a little contest going on, and the deadline is May 31st at midnight. So you can win some stuff, actually. I don't know what it is. I don't really want to read it right now. Dealers' room spots are going fast as well. That's like for your art and custom merchandise. Thankfully, we're not selling anything, though I consider taking artwork. I might just sell it outside on the streets or something for quarters, like Ed and Nettie did. I'll get some Jawbreakers or something. I mean, that'll be satisfactory enough for me.
Anyway, last thing on this list is Rave This Barn.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about that one. You know why? They just had a terrible plunge. You want to talk about that now?
Rave This Barn in Music City with Odyssey at Sweet Apple Acres Con.
Rave This Barn.
Odyssey. Obviously, Odyssey is Yobi Brony. And Sweet Apple Acres Con is going to be a new convention this year in Nashville, July 12th and 14th.
Nashville, Tennessee.
And obviously, Yobi Brony is really, really entertaining. He was at Midwestria.
He wasn't that funny.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be at Fiesta Equestria as well. Does absolutely great performances. So
I'm sure he does.
If you live in the Nashville area, then I guess you can
Writer's Block?
To Sweet Apple Acres Con. No. Writer's Block doesn't.
I thought he did. I thought he was over there.
Rashi's
the one I'm thinking of, which I haven't talked with him in a while.
Yep.
He was the old host, for those of you who don't know. I took his spot because I'm better. No. No, that was cruel. Anyways, yeah, I haven't talked with him in a while. I need to say hi to him or something.
I'm sure he's busy.
I want to go kick him by saying hi that way. That's how I say hi to people. I kick them.
So, let's see here. We Love Fine. Ponies and Villains. They have the new contest going on. Where you just
draw a villain.
Have to, you pick a villain or pick a pony, and you draw them. You do a new design for their character. Obviously, after reading these comic books, you can do some pretty cool designs for Chrysalis.
You probably could, and actually, I kind of want to do something for that now. Darn you!
And of course they have prizes for this stuff. first prize is first place is $500. Judge's pick is $300 and $100 for the runners-up. If you win, you'll also have a secondary chance to win $2,500,
which is $2,500.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, so if you're an artist kind of person, love making t-shirts or making fun of ponies, you can go make this t-shirt and go and try to win some money. Maybe join us via Equestria or something like that. Maybe I'll just go and steal away the prize myself and get there with some better stuff. You never know.
Oh.
Let's see.
But.
Yeah. Megan McCarthy answered a bunch of Season 4 questions is what was next on our list. And actually, these are quite entertaining things. I'm sure you've all read this. But you know what? Since we're just that awesome, we're going to read them back to you, even though you've read this.
Yeah. We're going to go through this list because there's a lot here to talk about, a lot here to infer.
So I'll be playing your... Yeah. Hello?
What?
Oh, you cut out for a second. Anyways, so there's actually a lot of answers here for Season 4. So I'm going to play the part of your loyal, average, stupid brony. No, not stupid. Of your loyal, average brony. And he will be Megan McCarthy. Are you ready for this?
All right.
Anything cool planned for CMC in Season 4?
Yes.
Okay, she's asking that way. A lot of bronies are upset about Alicorn Twilight. Without giving anything away, do you think Season 4 will keep everyone happy?
Yes.
Are you tired of working on and talking about ponies?
Never.
Will we ever see Rarity as a central...
I love the just the vague answers she gets. Now, obviously, she can't talk.
Yeah, obviously,
so much about
but yes and no's and definitely's are definitely some. Stupid.
Yes and no's are really helpful.
Yeah, they are. So, will we ever see Rarity as central character again? She stole every scene episode she was in this season.
Yes.
Any chance Spike will get as much awesome moments in love in Season 4 as he did, if not more than in Season 3?
Yep.
Will Fluttershy be a main focus in more episodes? You are now Big Mac. Congratulations.
Yep.
You have a line. So excited about Season 4 music.
You didn't... No, you asked me the Fluttershy question.
Maybe. Any big musical numbers planned for the next season? This day aria was amazing.
Yeah, so excited about Season 4 music.
There it is.
Which I'm actually, I'm glad that she said that because, I mean...
Now he's excited for Season 4 music.
I am excited for Season 4 music. I love the music in the show.
Will we?
And so I'm glad that she's excited.
Will we be introduced to new characters?
Yep, some really good ones.
Plan on...
Okay, now...
Yeah?
Now, here's the thing. I'm really excited that there's going to be new characters. My only concern is, what are they going to be? Like, are we going to get a Princess Skyla?
Well, according to M.A. Larson, we are.
Yeah, well, that was an April Fool's joke. But...
So, Megan McCarthy, do you plan on adding in more pop culture references throughout Season 4?
Definitely.
Thoughts?
And, to be honest, I don't know. I don't even know why they thought to ask that question.
Because it's obvious that they're going to. Most shows nowadays will always have pop culture references. Almost every single American television series, but why is my speaker on? Will have pop culture references in them.
Right.
So, thoughts on pacing? Are you continuing the epic tone in Season 3, or are you planning on slowing it back down?
Both.
Are there going to be any slice of life episodes in Season 4?
Lots. No, okay, I have a question for you.
No.
Slice of life.
I'm writing one.
Yeah, if you have a fanfic that's a slice of life episode, What exactly does slice of life mean?
Slice of life is sort of a normal, everyday life event. It's basically literally a slice of life. Like, basically, all right, let's write a fan fiction on Lightning 2.0, I'll call you. Our character, Lightning 2.0, wakes up one morning, goes to work. There was a dilemma as he goes to work. His car stalls. He fixes the problem, goes to work. There's traffic. Gets to work.
That actually sounds like my car. My car would just stop.
I'm going to laugh when it stalls in Kansas City. Anyways, but it's basically taking an everyday life sort of event, not necessarily ours because it's ponies, but it's basically taking that. I'm probably saying this wrong. Someone's going to correct me in the comments and yell at me, and I'll probably know you and say, hey, buddy. Anyways, it's basically like a life sort of event. I mean, I'm writing a slice of life story right now, which might be slightly mislabeled, but I don't care because it's actually doing really well right now, so.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, slice of life, I guess, well, you know, if they're going to have slice of life episodes, isn't that kind of what all MLP episodes are?
Not all of them, because quite honestly, I don't think we go about fighting hydras and manticores and being turned to stone and stuff like that. Now, a slice of life episode would probably be Sisterhood Social, I think is a good example. Even Less Than Zero.
Or Spike at Your Service?
Yes. More or less, yeah.
Well,
Spike,
there were Timberwolves in that one, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's obviously just taking it into exaggeration for me. But yeah, but my prime example for a Slice of Life episode would probably be Sisterhood Social or like even Less Than Zero with Slice of Life because we all go a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
So, Megan McCarthy, how has it been working on season 4? How has it been working on season? What? Oh, how has it been working on season 4 so far compared to season 3 and 2? Was it ever overwhelmingly previously?
Wait, overwhelmingly previously?
Yes, I'm adding my own conjunctions onto words now.
All right. It was less overwhelming than season 3.
Are there any new writers for the series?
Yes.
I'm actually one of them.
That's no. But,
what if I was?
That actually gives me some hope for season 5. They're bringing in new writers for. You gotta think that they're, you know.
I'm one of them. So are you coming to FNU, also BronyCon and Nightmare Nights?
Everfree North.
No, it's FNU. FNU. It's a new word. FNU.
If they invite me.
Happy face. Will we see more rarities, generosity in season 4? I dare to answer this one wrong.
I'm sure they will.
The answer is no.
Anyway, more rarities, generosity is yes.
Oh, I thought it was a no. I mean, Rarity's going to be an episode. I mean, I thought it'd be based around her greed and judgmentalism. Any chance of us finding out more about equestrian history?
Yes. I'm actually very excited about that.
I like history.
And I would love to see, like, some kind of Discord backstory. Or
yeah, it's always nice. If you were to describe season 4 in one word, what would it be?
Ambitious. Which I'm really glad.
I'm glad they used a whole 2-syllable word in that one. Will we get to see any members of the main Sixes families?
Yes. After Rainbow Dad, we needed to add more.
After Rainbow Dad? Oh, that's... Don't... No. Just... No.
It's Rainbow Dad.
Oh, the pain.
Rainbow Dad is his new...
Rob Cakeran is the true Rainbow Dad.
Rainbow Dad.
How would you describe the overall tone of season 4? Will the focus be greater on drama, humor, or adventure?
Packed with all three.
I'm trying to remember the announcer I'm mimicking right now. At the Hall of Justice. Anyways, what's your personal favorite episode you've written? And by extension, what's your fave MLP FIM episode?
I hasn't aired yet.
Which means she hates all of the episodes. Will Daniel Ingram...
Here's the thing. Hold on. Now, what's funny is that this is Megan McCarthy that we're talking to, which means that she wrote
Lesson 0, Party of One.
Lesson 0, and the one that hasn't aired yet is better than both of those.
That's saying something.
That is saying something.
Will Daniel...
I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us.
It looks like a full name here. Will Daniel Ingram, because the Will is capitalized. Will Daniel Ingram still be doing lots and lots of awesome songs for us to remix in Season 4?
Yep.
Sounded more like a station.
Lots and lots and lots of songs.
And by station, I meant statement. Enter question. Okay. Despite Twilight's new status, she'll still have flaws and a lot of room for personal growth in Season 4. Yes?
Yes.
How many more alicorns should we be expecting?
63.
Wait, when did we get pregnant?
What?
Well, the question was, how many more alicorns should we be expecting? When did we get pregnant?
I don't know.
All right. Anyways, we actually have an after all of that Season 4 stuff, we look forward to it. Basically, do we want to go in more detail? Because I mean, we look forward to it. You guys look forward to it, except for that guy in the corner over there because he's weird. It's probably a fallen tragedy. Anyways, I pointed to an actual corner. We have an animation here to show you. Well, I'm sure you've already seen it because it's Flufflepuff Tales. I mean, okay, Flufflepuff in general. If you have not seen Flufflepuff, there is something wrong with you. It's very true.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
Oh my god. Anyways,
but,
yeah. So.
Yeah, we'll just show it and then we'll talk to you about it after.
Yeah.
Alright, so, that was that.
That was that, yeah. It's very random and weird. I personally love it.
It is very random. I can't help but laugh every single time I see that. It's just so funny.
I don't know about necessarily. I find it more random than funny, but it's Flufflepuff, so I still find it adorable.
The fact that it's random is why it's funny.
I like when she licked Twilight's face.
After watching this, I'm seriously considering going and following that Tumblr, just because it seems so random.
It is. Dan vs. Fim is also a really good Tumblr. What the hell is this living in the sunlight thing? Oh, it's a PNV. Anyways,
yeah.
Oh, there is a Build-A-Bear survey for favorite ponies and more. Build-A-Bear is holding a new survey over their Bearville sites, asking questions about plushies, including an entire section devoted to new potential models they are gauging interest in, including the including the list.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, they get.
I was gonna read them epically. Fine, jerk. Be that way. You read them.
Trixie, Shining Armor, Applejack, Twilight,
Why, totally!
Rarity, and the Cutie Mark Crusaders have small fries.
I love French fries.
I don't want to eat the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
They're adorable enough to eat. That came out wrong. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead and go over to the Bearville site. You can go there, vote on one of these. I'm probably not going to vote. I don't know, because what the hell is a small fry is my question. And even if I did vote, Rainbow Dash is already on there, so I'm satisfied enough. But it might be Shining Armor. Actually, no, Luna would be my vote. Sorry, Sithifo, but I'm not voting for Trixie. And I can't say your name, so I'm definitely not voting for Trixie.
Alright. So, I've got a question.
Why?
This whole Japanese thing, okay? We had the show already go over to, like, Poland and Germany and
Taiwan.
And why all of a sudden is the fact that it's going to Japan such big news now, and they have like live streams for all the different Japanese episodes? Like,
because one, it's Japanese. 2, anime is amazing. 3, it's Japanese. And 4, they're just getting it for the first time, and a lot of people are like, yes, we get to have Japanese bronies make some amazing anime-related pony things. There were very few animations pony-related that came out, actually. There are a couple of them I've seen. Very well done, but overall, people would really love to see animated-style pony things. There's another reason why, because now you're getting the whole actual group that does a lot of anime stuff involved in this now.
Japanese people don't do anything.
You're right. All they're focused on actually is work and getting a living. They don't even want to get married anymore because they think it'll get in the way of work. There's more older people than younger people now. That's a crisis they'll have to deal with at some point. In the meantime, they had a top 10 pony videos on March. Yeah, go watch that. We're not going to show that.
Snowdrop and Double Rainbow did make it into the top 2. I'm not going to tell you which one made it to the top 1.
They've probably already seen it.
Well, you know what? If they have, then they know. But right now, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. I'm not going to say who got number 1. So just take a look and watch it for yourself if you want to see who got number 1.
Let's watch Double Rainbow Blind was first.
There are a bunch of really good videos this month. I mean, I was surprised with how many there were. So definitely go and take a look at it because it is really good.
My video made it on there. Anyways, they had the top 10 songs as well. If you really enjoy those as well, you can go check that out. We'll probably have some links or something maybe, or you have to find it on your own. Actually, hey, you'll have to go find that on your own, and we'll just leave you out in the cold.
By the way, the top 10 songs of March, obviously number 1 made it with I Am Octavia. That is an awesome song, and we will be playing it at the end of this podcast.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, yes, go. So you'll be able to hear the number 1 song of the top 10 at the end of this podcast if you survive that long. Best of luck. Don't forget to get your 5-hour energies. In the meantime, there was another animation that came out that we wish to show you. It is a Milo Dashi animation trailer. We are going to show this to you. We're going to talk about it for a brief few seconds, and we're going to make fun of you for watching this. So, here we go. Yeah. I'm going to send off the... What? What did you say about?
Just go ahead and send it off. That was the
Milo Dashi animation trailer.
Now, here's the thing. Now, first of all, it's in Spanish.
Which is awesome. I love Spanish because I speak Spanish.
Well,
partially.
I don't speak Spanish.
Loser.
But anyway, the animation. Here's the thing: if you're gonna do My Little Dashie, if you're gonna do a My Little Dashie movie and make it good, animation is definitely the way to go. This animation style that I do, however, I wasn't very fond of.
It's different and weird. It kind of feels a bit anime-ish thrown in with Mexico.
It does.
It's anime Mexican version, which is very interesting, actually.
Mexican anime.
Yes, this is a Mexican anime. And it wasn't terrible. I do give them props for the animation, the effort. First off, that first scene you see in this animation, very well done. I love the art style, personally. The art style is something I do love. The animation is the only other issue. But once again, this is a trailer, so maybe they'll improve in time. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that.
Well, here's the thing about My Little Dashie is that they've had so many projects that want to do a My Little Dashie movie, but none of them ever came to fruition.
There are a lot of trailers of them, too.
I know, and so I'm wondering, like, is this one going to be different? Is this one actually going to,
Perhaps. I don't see why not. I mean, they are actually working on a visual novel series for it, too, which fits brilliantly well also. I don't know where the link is for that, but I downloaded it. It's actually on my desktop. I love looking at that visual novel. The art style is amazing. It's not done yet.
But
yeah. Anyways, I'll...
Giga Let the Go See. They did Giga Let the Go See in Japanese. Now, I did watch this one, and I actually really enjoyed Giga Let the Go See in Japanese. That one was actually pretty good.
I have not heard it yet.
They changed the words, though. They changed the words.
Well, of course they changed the words.
Well, I mean, I know that they're not going to have a perfect translation or anything like that, but they changed the words a lot.
So now, so it's changing from... when I was a little filly and the sun was going down. So it's now singing about Pinkie Pie in a desert trying to find water. Is that right?
No.
Well, it should be.
I'm not saying they changed it that much, but but still. I mean they changed it to the point where it's noticeable.
Yeah. But once again, it's in Japanese, so I don't know. It's Japanese. That's all I have to say about it. I don't mind Japanese. I have to go listen to that at some point. I do like some Japanese songs, actually. I mean, a lot of songs they played for the There She Is series were brilliant. I love a lot of those, even though some were actually
This pony
Korean.
is hot.
Oh, that pony, yes. But moving on past that pony, you find the SFM thingy. I don't remember what it stands for. Source Filmmaker. It's called Pink.
Source Filmmaker.
There is a warning. It is loud, a bit bloody in the background. So if you have heart troubles, which I know Delta does, he actually has.
We're gonna give you a warning. We're gonna give you a warning before we play this, just because. I mean, I think it's fair to warn you that this is.
I didn't get a warning at all. I could have died.
Yeah.
Though I suspected it.
Anyway, so we're gonna warn you about it right now.
Yeah, but as you're watching it, you're probably gonna suspect it.
It's a creepy video. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. Right.
Right. That's your only response to that.
But anyway, it's pretty creepy, and what's funny is that this video came out a couple days ago. This was shortly after I had finished playing Luna Game. So
yeah, now he's gonna do a blind watch of this and show his face.
Yeah, right. It's only 48 seconds long.
Yeah, that is so worth a face cam right there.
Yeah. Anyway, but no, I was kind of already, there were several scary pictures of Pinkie Pie in the game, and so I was kind of used to it at this point in time. So
I suspected from the beginning. I mean, if you watch this and you're watching what's going on, you're like, obviously she's gonna come and turn to the camera. Not in the way expected, but I obviously, from the beginning, I'm like, so there's Pinkie Pie, she's gonna turn and try to kill you is what happens, because she stopped and she starts turning. I'm like, obviously she's gonna try to kill you. So I grabbed my mouse, turned down the volume, because I expected it to be one of those screaming thingies. And it was. Anyways, very well done animation in that. That's about it.
Yeah, it was.
That's about it.
I was really happy with the animation, and of course, Pinkie Mean is creepy as hell. So.
Let's see, what else did they have? There's a couple of stories. Hey, Twice as Bright with Cloudy Skies. We're interviewing him on End to End.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah. Right, so I believe we have, what else was there? Something else, too, wasn't there?
Yeah, here we go. The Kansas City Film Fest, they actually brought the brilliant documentary for that.
And they had a pizza party with Lauren Faust. And
that's actually going on right now. The April 10th through the 14th is the film festival.
Oh.
So that's going on currently.
Oh, yeah. So by the time this is uploaded, you guys actually won't be able to go. Sorry, BT, if you rely on us for your daily news source. We're terrible at that.
BT already knows about it.
Well, he's BT. Anyways, they have pizza party with Lauren all 4 days, apparently. Dinner with Discord all 4 days, and more all 4 days. I feel sorry for them for eating pizza 4 days in a row. Lauren's like, oh, I'm sick of this now.
I don't think it was all 4 days.
Either way. Anyways.
I'm interested to see how the Brony documentary does once, once the film festival is over and we can get, some statistics or whatever. I would like to see how it did.
Yeah. Let's see, what else was there? There's a discussion here. I think.
I wanted to go over the EQD suggestion.
Which one? Which one?
The EQD suggestion gathering round 2.
What is that? I have no idea what it is.
They put up a post saying, give us suggestions for how EQD can be better. And this was around the time Season 3 was about to start airing.
Okay.
So this was a long time ago, and they had...
so how Equestria Daily can be better?
Yeah. And they actually have a post on it right now. It's right below the picture of Snowdrop.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I passed it already. I'm looking at class sins right now because instead of past sins,
Well, don't look. Come back and look at this one.
No, I'm not going to. There is a picture of a zebra with a sword here, and I love it.
That is pretty awesome. So anyway, they want EQD apps. There are actually already EQD apps for the iOS and Android systems. So, I guess that's one way to get your pony information.
It is, and personally, I'm just going to rely on the computer. There's no need for it.
Yeah, me too. But then again, I don't have an Android or an iPhone. So
I don't even have a smartphone at all. I have this clunky thing here, and hey, my car keys. Anyways, actually, they were very interesting. In the last podcast, sorry, I dropped something. We did not cover the insurance company releasing a pony commercial.
That's because I watched it and it wasn't very happy. Well, I wasn't very impressed.
Well, then let's not. Yeah, I wasn't very impressed with it either, but it's still something to bring up. Up in Western Washington, an insurance company going by the name of Vern Funk, which is kind of a dumb name. They basically released a commercial about a brony theme around it thingy and ponies. It was odd, peculiar, weird. I didn't know there were Headmaster bronies at all. I kind of want to get to know some.
We're not going to show it.
What?
And we're not going to show it.
Oh, I wanted to scar them. Then again, lasting this long on a podcast, you're already scarred. Anyways, yeah. So it was very weird. Headmaster bronies. I think I might be one. Anyways, I'm pretty awesome. So, let's see. That is an adorable Sweetie Belle. That is an animation with Equestria Girls, Spike the Marvel Dog. I don't remember what the heck... Oh, this is from Dave the Barbarian, that's right. I love that cartoon.
Just about done.
I want to sing the theme song for Dave the Barbarian.
No.
Barbarian. Barbarian.
Coming up next week, obviously, we're going to have our discussion about the Snowdrop and Double Rainbow Rabbit, comparing them and contrasting them, stuff like that. So,
yes,
that's going to be coming up next week. Be sure to check that out. Until then, I'm Lightning.
I'm Miar.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes, please go away.
Yeah, this is Pawn 3.
Hey, Vinyl, it's Octavia.
Oh, hey, Octi, what's up?
I was just wondering if you're still coming to my concert, because I've got a seat saved up with you.
Oh, no, that's tonight? Oh, jeez. Octi, I'm so sorry. I totally blanked on this one. I'm actually in the middle of working on a big project with neon lights right now. We just hit a breakthrough with the... I don't think I can make it tonight.
Right.
I swear I'll make the next one, though. Like, I promise, okay?
It's fine.
Awesome. Now, I really gotta get back to...
Actually, no, it's not fine, Vinyl, because you've done this to me before, and this is a really big thing for me, and you're not there to support me.
Yeah, I know. I just
can't believe you.
Octi, come on. You know how my schedule can get. Look, after tonight, I swear things will be different, okay? We can go to that restaurant that you...
I don't want you sorry, Vinyl.
What?
Consider this friendship over.
Octavia, come on. You don't mean that.
You've let me down too many times.
Wait, no, please, Octavia!
Octavia, you're on in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I comb the crowd, but I can see your face out there. No, I'm playing now, won't wait on love. I'm paralyzed from all these whispers in my brain. I'm focused now, I won't give up. I'm resonant, won't stop for you. Playing away, playing away. You play your games, you bring me pain. Playing away, playing away. You hurt me now, but I won't cry. I am Octavia. You hurt me now, but I won't cry. I am Octavia.
Sorry, Neon. I can't concentrate. I just gotta go.
Ditch me now, but it's you who'll have lost it all, yeah. Lost now, I'm bleeding love. Rain it pours, but I won't let it bring me down, no. I'm playing now.
Hey, come on! I told you my friend is playing right now, so let me in!
I said this to you already. I can't let you in. I can let you in during the interval.
Playing away, playing away. You play your games, you bring me pain. Playing away, playing away. You hurt me now, but I won't cry. I am Octavia. You hurt me now, but I won't cry. I am Octavia. I am Octavia. I am Octavia.
I don't want to go in at the interval. I want to go in now. I need to be in there right now. I gotta see her.
I'm sorry, I can't allow it.
All right, fine. You want to do this the hard way? We can do this the hard way.
No, you don't.
No, get off of me. I need to see her. Octavia!
dying over broken dreams. Born strong, I'm raised with class. Oh yeah, you hurt me now.